for me, anything that I might have not liked about the industry, I learned to love, and I used to my advantage, you know, because for example, I don't like 6ix9ine music, whatever level, but you know, hey, there's a reason why 6ix9ine is there, and I'm here, right?
Yeah.
So I gotta swallow my pride, take out a pen and paper, start making notes. What is he doing that I'm not doing that got him there? You know, so that's my attitude toward everything and towards this hip hop thing. So basically, to answer your question.
Let's start with the name. How did you get the name Tony Article?
Yeah, this is so formal. Alright, so Tony Article, basically, my mom named me Tony, you know, and that's something, but you know, Tony had a different meaning until, you know, my mom passed away. And because she gave me that name, I cherish it. I'm always gonna use it, you know what I'm saying, in honor of her, you know what I'm saying? And Article is basically, you know, it's a cool way of saying, like, you know, basically, I wanted, through my art and music and everything I do, you know what I'm saying, creatively, I tell the story, right? You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's basically it, Article, you know, because it's a story. That's what I'm about, you know what I'm saying? Tony Article. I'm telling my story through my music and through everything I do, through my craft. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. What inspired you to start rapping?
What inspired me to start rapping? My best friend told me I couldn't. You know what I'm saying? That's just, yeah, I had to prove him wrong. You know what I'm saying? Crazy enough. That's how it started, you know, but from that, it grew, you know, the passion grew from there. But really, yeah, my best friend told me I couldn't rap and I had to prove him wrong.
Okay, if we could put a timeline on that, when was that?
Okay, so that was when I was 14, you know. Yeah, that was 14. You know, that's when I started, you know. I started rapping just for the sake of rapping and proving that I could. And as I did that, I learned more about the culture, fell in love with it, you know what I'm saying, and just became committed, you know what I'm saying. Started off as just an idea and became my whole life. It's crazy.
What kept you focused bettering your craft as an artist?
Wanting to be the best, you know. The thing that keeps me focused is just, you know, it's seeing the end goal, you know what I'm saying? It's knowing that at the end of the day, you know, I can prove to not just myself, but to everybody that if you really want to do something, when you really want to genuinely do something, like I said, it started off as just trying to prove something, and it became something larger, you know. And you know, yeah, I like to believe that I wasn't really talented to this, you know what I'm saying. I never woke up and I know how to rap. I practiced, you know what I'm saying. I went from not knowing anything, you know, and I practiced my skill, you know. I practiced, and you know, concentrate on becoming better, and you know, I feel like that's a deep question actually, you know. But yeah, man, what keeps me going to being better is just, yo, I know that there's a better version of myself that can kill this rap thing. You know, I want to show people that, you know, that when you really want to do something, you can.
So at this point, would you say you rap to prove people wrong, or is it all about you now? Seeing that you started off.
I mean, nah. At this point, you know, I don't prove anything. I know I'm the best rapper out there. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's something. Yeah, you know, after I made peace with that, you know, I stopped rapping to prove anything. You know, if you want me to rap, I'm gonna rap. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm just playing. I want to make good music. You know, I love making just good music. It sounds good, and it doesn't have to be. Because I can drop bars, I can drop punchlines. Look, I study rap, you know what I'm saying? Now I got nothing to prove, you know, and I feel like there's no one to prove it to, you know. I love telling my story, and yeah, hip-hop gives me the platform to do that.
Tell us more about that, studying music as rapping, because usually people think you make up two rhymes.
Yeah, I get
so
that.
So what does that mean, studying the rap?
Studying music, you know, you first, you know, anytime you want to do something, need it being, you know, really be music, acting, you know, whatever, you know, when you're always looking outside, looking in, you know, you always assume things, you know, you start assuming things about, you know, how this thing goes in, whatever. And let's just say after I dedicated myself to rap, you know, I I learned that there's so many different other elements to this thing, and there's things such as punchlines and what bars. I wanted to know what bars are, what qualifies as bars, storytelling, and all those elements is something that you can learn to better your craft. You feel me? So that's what I mean by studying. When you study, you listen to your favorite artists. You try to mimic what they're doing. And get those elements. So to actually get those elements into your craft. You feel me? Yeah. Well, so that's what I mean by studying. Not just thinking that what you have is enough. Believing that you always remain a student of the game. Who's gonna help you improve, always improve. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I hope that answers the question.
Okay, so you talked about studying the hip hop game. What does a normal day today of Tony Article look like?
A normal day of hip hop. Okay, so basically, there's different stages that I went through in my hip hop career, right? And basically, I got to a point where I actually realized that even though I came just to rap and make music, that there's a whole business side of it. Once I learned that I was an entrepreneur, it meant that I had to make a decision. Which is you have to understand that in everything that you do, you have to ask yourself. What I like to say is, what shit sandwich do you like? Do you like to eat, basically. And what I mean by that is this, right? Every single time, anything you want to do in life, right? Anything you like, your brain has this thing where it tricks you to only showing you the good side of everything, right? When I looked at rapping, I've only thought of jumping on stage, the Grammys, the love, the groupies, the good stuff.
Yeah.
But, ultimately, I had to learn that there's other elements of rap that I wasn't really jumping up and down for, which is learning all the technicals that come with, knowing royalties and, how to qualify a research. There's just so many technical other things that, that just come, with this rap thing.
So make the business.
Yeah, and basically, right now, I'm focused on the business side. I've leaned more because of that. Because of what I learned that as an artist, I am actually, my music is a product. My craft is a product. And because I understood that, and with that I learned about products and business and all that. Because the same way you advertise your music and you sell a brand or you sell a piece of toilet paper, the same way you can sell your music. So once I did that, I dug into entrepreneurship. I learned a lot, and that actually drifted me towards business. And now I'm very keen. I'm actually more of a businessman. I'm an entrepreneur now than I am an artist. And that's basically, so to answer your question, what I do is, because I've become so good on my craft and I'm so good at rapping and everything, I'm focusing more on my weak side, which is my business side. So that's what I'm doing. I'm always trying to flex that muscle and try to make sure that my left and my right are equally powerful, to maneuver through this this game, because that's talent can't get you to the end point which I want to get to, which is Jay-Z and Prince.
Okay.
I said it.
Yeah. So, if you weren't rapping, what would you be doing?
If I wasn't rapping, what would I be doing? Okay. What? Oh man, no. If I wasn't rapping, I don't know. On my day, in the day,
what would you be doing right now?
If I wasn't rapping,
yes.
Yo, dog.
If no one challenged you,
okay. If no one challenged me, I would most probably, because see, I'm a creative. I started off when I was a kid. I loved to draw. That's what I did. I went from drawing, and I became an artist. And something else that I developed is, I can actually create animated. I can animate now, and animate pictures and videos. I'm just a creative, right? So if I was never challenged, something along the line, because I love watching cartoons, and that's what got me to animating anyways, right? So I probably would have found some interest that I see, like I saw from the outside looking in, was really creative and I wanted to do, and I would be doing that. Maybe I would be more focused on animating,
Okay. What do you love about the music industry today?
What I love about the music industry today, it's that everybody has a chance to get it. It's not like the old days. You are your own worst enemy. I remember one of the depressing moments of my life when this music thing is like, when I got to this point, I was like, when I was still rapping, I was still new. I thought I gotta try to get signed. That was the only thing I knew. Like, damn, if I'm good enough, some record label's gonna hit me up and it's gonna, somebody's gonna see my talent, and that was it. That was it. But the thing is, what happens if the person who's looking for, you have to recruit talent, sees you, and let's just say, they don't have the same taste in music as you, right? And they don't like what they hear. It's game over. They're like knowing that they aren't any gatekeepers anymore.
Yeah.
And it's just you. If you don't make it in this music thing, it's your fault, and there's no one else to blame. Damn, I think that's like the greatest thing like about today, right? About rapping today. The fact that the only reason you don't make it as a musician today is because it's you. Nobody else. You can't put it anybody else because there's no gatekeepers. It's just you versus you, baby.
It's all in your hands.
It's all in your hands, dog. That's what I love.
On the flip side of that, what do you hate about the music industry today?
What I hate about the music industry today. Okay.
Oh, you dislike.
What I don't like about the music industry today. Okay, well, I'm not big on complaining, right?
Okay.
I adapt. I honestly, I don't complain. I adapt. So like take for example when trap came in, because I was big on rapping. I was punchline rapping when I started this whole thing. But when trap came in, I did not like it. I was not a big fan of it. I hated it. He goes, yeah, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But I adapted, you know what I'm saying? And I learned to love it, you know what I'm saying? It's easier to learn to love something than it's easier to learn to love what you're doing than to do what you love. But basically, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, anything that the industry throws, whatever the industry, changes and whatever, if I might not approve of how it's changing, I don't complain. I adapt. I move with the wave. I don't have time to complain. I don't have time to not dislike, because there ain't nothing I'm gonna do about it. I'm not in that position where I can be a pioneer right now. So for me, anything that I might have not liked about the industry, I learned to love, and I use to my advantage. Because for example, I don't like 6ix9ine music, whatever. I don't like 6ix9ine. We got big 6ix9ine, on music level, but hey, there's a reason why 6ix9ine is there, and I'm here, right?
Yeah.
So I gotta swallow my pride, take out a pen and paper, start making notes. What is he doing that I'm not doing that got him there? So that's my attitude toward everything and towards this hip hop thing. So basically, to answer your question.
Okay. You mentioned that the name Toner article meant something after your mother passed. Condolences on that. What does family mean to you?
What does family mean to me? I have 2 little sisters, and they mean the world to me. They're the reason why I can't, they're my why, they're why I gotta make it, no matter what, And, you say family, I feel like family's broad because, hey, I wasn't a big family guy growing up, you know what I'm saying? But I've actually been learning to actually love and appreciate family, as I'm getting older, So, yeah, man, I love family, man, and I don't know how to.
Yeah. Okay. Your end goal. You talked about the end goal, Jay-Z. What are your goals with this music thing? Specific.
My goals with this music thing is I'm gonna do music. I love music, but at some point I'm gonna focus on business even more, right? And I want to put other niggas on. That's what Verify is all about. I want to put other niggas on. I want to create a platform that I can put, I can recruit talent, you know what I'm saying, and give back. I'm all about that. And the reason why I even want to focus on the entrepreneurial side is because, after diving deep into business, I realized that, making it and becoming a billionaire is easy when you change your mindset, right? And for me, I think I wasn't blessed. I'm blessed the fact that I wasn't just handed anything over, right? You know what I'm saying? That I had to grind my ass off, you know what I'm saying? And because of that, I want to show and prove to people that, listen, if I could do it, what the fuck makes you think you can? If an average Joe like me could do it, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's what I want to stand for, to show people that if you want to do it, you can, and just eliminate all excuses where people are like, nah, I come from a bad background, and all that, So that's what that's my angle, that's my angle. Billionaire, who's a rapper at some point, big entrepreneur, tons of business. business, I'll own thousands of businesses. It's gonna be dope. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, show people I can do it, and hopefully I can recruit a lot of people to do it too.
Okay, we've seen the rise and fall of a lot of artists once they make it. It's all fairy tales and good to think about what you'd like to do. Do you think fame would change you? And if not, why?
Nah, listen, fame, for me, I've gotten to a lot of point in my life where, you know, I understand psychology and how the brain works, right? Study that shit a lot. And, you know, when everything comes, I'll admit that I will be overwhelmed, you know what I'm saying? But it will get normal at some point. It will get normal at some point, right? And for me, you know, unlike other artists, unlike other artists, man, I don't know, man, I'm just like, I'm not like these artists, dog. You know, I got other things, like music, like fame for me is just like, it's not my end goal. Like, once I make that, man, I'm like, yeah, this is the first step of me getting to where I want to be. And people want to think that, yeah, this is it. This is me making it. I'm like, nah, this is just part of me making it. You know, so I'm not going to be overwhelmed because I know the bigger goal, billionaire steps. You know what I'm saying? So I know that that's not going to get me there, but it's going to be the first step, right? So, you know, not making it, I guess, is getting that beat and becoming a billionaire. And part of doing that is being a better version of myself, learning myself, actually, you know, studying myself, you know, so that when these things do come, I don't just react, you know what I'm saying? I think things through, you know, so that I don't make any decisions that I regret later on, because that's what happens when fame comes along, right? You make decisions that you wouldn't have made if you were just like, you know, if you were thinking straight, you know, because all the lights and the bling distracting you, the bitches, and, you know, you're losing your focus now, you know, niggas fall off because of that. I believe in consistency, I believe in, you know, in working hard, and I believe that, you know, because my thing is this, right? I see, like, people always, like, people be asking, I mean, when I saw black here, I saw big hatchet, I saw all these cats make it, right? I was never fazed by their fame, you know, not to say that, you know, I don't congratulate them or anything, but my thing is this: you can do it for 6 months. My question is, can you do it for 6 years? That's my thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's all about consistency in this game. Once you fall off, bro, it's over. You know, it's you know, and you need to be that committed. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's my thing. I understand that just because I'll be making or whatever, I make a song that blows up, that doesn't mean I've made it. It means I have to keep doing this thing for, like, yeah, it has to be like the back of my hand, second nature, basically, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, man, making it is not gonna change me because of that. Because I understand that, yo, making it, yo, dog, I'll be afraid of falling off. That's why I gotta concentrate. You know, that's why I gotta work hard now before the pressure. So when the pressure comes, I'm able to dodge and, you know, and make the right choices.
Yeah.
Okay, so who inspires me? Listen, man, you know, anytime look, I understand, because I understand myself, I understand my psychology and you know, what makes me tick. And I'm basically driven by competition. Okay, I'm driven by competition, right? And because of that, you know, I know that's the reason why I rap, right? I want to prove my friend wrong, right? Check it out, I'm doing this thing for like more than like 8 years, 9 years, whatever, right? Just because of that. So because I understand that anytime anybody is good enough to land in my books and I recognize you, I appreciate you, I salute you, then I gotta be better than you.
Okay. So, to close it off, who is on your top 5 list, the best rappers?
Oh, this is good. Tony Article. I don't know if you know this guy. Tony Article. I get it for real. But yeah, Tony Article. It's gotta be Tony Article. Come on. You know what I'm saying? I'm a G. You know what I'm saying? That's who I look up to every day, man. I'm like, yo, man, one day I'm gonna be Tony Article, bro. Like, oh God. I think that should, like, honestly, all rappers should be saying that shit. That's great motivation to keep you going. One day.
To close it off, Are there any artists that you'd like to work with?
Any artist I like to work with? Yeah. Drake, Big Sean, Pop Smoke. Come on, no, Post Malone.
R.I.P. Pop.
R.I.P. Pop Smoke. Yeah, I'm saying Post Malone and yeah, nasty.